On February 24th, as Estonia was celebrating its 104th Independence Day, Russia was launching a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Today is the third day of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine by Russia, and watching it is heartbreaking because Estonia and Ukraine have very strong ties. I know quite a lot of Ukrainian people. I have quite a few Ukrainian friends. Ukrainian specialists, IT specialists, tech workers form a large part of Estonian workforce. Quite a lot of Ukrainian workers take part in construction activities in Estonia. Estonia has a sizable number of Ukrainian people, and to see this through your own eyes, what is happening, is just surreal. But that brings forward the question, is Estonia safe? Is Estonia really safe from any Russian aggression? Can Russia do the same it is doing to Estonia? And well, the answer is a bit complicated. Please understand that I'm living here for more than 7 years now, and this is just my own views. So the first thing is to understand that when Estonia got its independence in 1989 from the Soviet Union, then Estonia very well understood that its geographical proximity to quite a big superpower like Russia is going to be a problem. So from the very beginning, Estonia started to prepare itself for any kind of Russian insurgency. The first thing is that Estonia is a member of NATO, which is a bloc comprising of 30 nations. If you don't know, then NATO is a armed bloc, and NATO also has the special article called Article 5, which means that any attack on any of the members is considered an attack on everybody. So theoretically, if Russia does some kind of insurgency, it will face the wrath of a 30-member strong bloc. There is also a sizable number of NATO troops, NATO aircrafts that are positioned and are regularly patrolling the skies, and they're regularly stationed in Estonia. So that is one thing. The second thing is that Estonia's policy against any kind of Russian aggression understands that we will not be able to stop them because Russia is a giant with a huge army. The policy to defend against Russia is armed insurgency by the people. So everybody I know in Estonia, armed service is mandatory. The fact of the matter is that Estonia is prepared. Estonia understands that its geographical proximity is a natural risk. But coming back to the question whether Estonia is safe or not from any Russian aggression, well, if there is one thing that I have learned from looking at the geopolitical situation in the past 20 years, it's that the only deterrent that you have is a stick. The bigger the stick that you have yourself is the biggest deterrent from any armed aggression of a bully. You can count on your allies, but that hasn't been a very positive history. And any escalation that happens between NATO and Russia in Estonia could very well turn into a full-scale war that could just annihilate the whole country. And the fact of the matter is that yes, Estonia is safe, but is it as safe as any other country? For example, UK, Canada, or USA? Well, no. If you want to make a decision on whether you want to come here and live here, and the only thing that's holding you back is this idea whether Estonia is safe, then I would ask you to reconsider. If you have any other choice, then it's all well and good, but if you don't have any other choice, then you should come here. But bear in mind that there is a risk, and even though Estonia has taken all the measures necessary to prevent against this kind of situation, a bully and a person with even a little bit of craziness inside them. They don't really care about damage, and that's what's terrifying, because a person who doesn't care, a person who thinks they have nothing to lose, they can cause a lot of damage. And would you want to be in the middle of that? That is all I wanted to say, and my thoughts and prayers and my best wishes are with all the people who are fighting against Russia in Ukraine. Please understand that you are not just fighting for Ukraine. You are fighting for Poland, you are fighting for Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, UK, and even the USA. This is not Russia against Ukraine. This is against a bully versus a peaceful nation. And if we let this slide, then we are giving a license to every bully in the world to do whatever they want. Thank you all. I wish you all the best. Stay safe and give them hell.